Yo, what up? Good morning, GMG. Tuesday, November 25th, 2025. Look at that. Another beautiful day to have a beautiful day. I got my co-hosts in the house. Tyler, Mando, good morning, boys. How you guys doing today?
I'm doing great, man. How are you?
I am doing fantastic, man. It's another sunny day, you know. We beating some personal records at the gym again, back to back, you know. Your boy back squatted 120 kilograms today, 265 pounds. You know?
Wow.
So for 3 reps, feeling good. I got it on tape. Maybe I'll post it, but everybody loves to get, you know, like Twitter loves to be like, no, like you got to do it that way. Like, so I don't know. You know, yesterday I bench pressed Tyler in your honor. You know, every time I bench press, I think of Tyler. No, I don't know.
Good.
Bench press 90 kilos. So that's 200 pounds on the dot. That's my record for 3.
Nice. Good.
You know,
you can do 2 plates then.
I can probably do it for 1. Like if I were going to 1, like for just to failure 1, but you know, we're trying to push different the trainer, but you know, we're feeling good. How you guys doing? Tyler, how you doing today? Almost Thanksgiving for you.
I am. I'm excited for Thanksgiving. We're hosting as we were chatting in the studio before the show. So this is our first time hosting the new house. Excited about that. And as for today, I'm patiently waiting the 10:30 reverse slam where we're going to go up only again.
So is that a new thing? I saw Kicks tweeting about it. You were texting us about this earlier today. Is that what's going on now? We're going to reverse an hour after the market opens?
The reverse slam for most of Q4 so far has been the sell-off. Our hopium is that we're turning the corner, and now the reverse slam is buy mode. We'll find out.
Yeah, I'm officially an equities trader, boys. I tweeted about this morning. I don't know. It's either the bottom or the top. But I have to say, Mando, I'm a stock guy now. You know, I'm a stock
Google.
Yeah.
Hear me out. What in 2026 we wear suits every morning and we talk about the leading stocks that we're trading.
Yeah. Like the TVPN, right? TVPN. You know, we just wear like open collared, you know, blazers. We don't need pants. Like we can just wear the blazers on, you know? So I got a cabinet full of those if you guys want to go there. You know, we can get Mando's ex like Barclays people to come on the show, you know, just some like deep dive on Google and the NASDAQ and dividends and you know that good stuff. But I have to say, guys, just for fun, I didn't buy anything much. It was just for fun trying because I haven't bought stocks since like the only stocks I ever bought in my life. So never listen to me when I talk about stocks, everyone, is AMC and GME in 2020, which then got me into Dogecoin, which then got me into NFTs, and the rest is history, which then got me where I am today. So hey, you can start somewhere. But this morning I bought some on HIP3, and I have to say, man, I already love the hyperliquid product, but the feeling of buying equities on hyperliquid felt crazy to me. Like, Mendo, like you're like an ex-big stock guy. Like, isn't that crazy? Like,
it is nice. I bought perps on a couple of platforms of stocks before. It's cool, right? Like you suddenly just feel like you can see where this is going.
Yeah.
Perps is the product.
Yeah.
There's this trade.xyz which everyone's getting bullish about on hyperliquid, which does equity perps.
Yeah.
But I do think it's going to be something that's big for the next few years. That as a product has found its market fit, let's say.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Funding though on these stocks is crazy, I gotta say. But besides that, yeah, it's pretty wild. It's pretty high. But besides that, it's honestly just fun to be able to say like you buy a stock on hyperliquid. But anyways, we'll get into that. What's up, Tyler? Go ahead.
Yeah, 125% on Google. Actually, it looked higher than that. But yeah, go ahead. We'll get into it more.
Yeah, it's pretty wild. But anyways, markets, news, we can talk about all that good stuff. There's a lot of stuff happening in that front. YEET giveaway, of course. The YEET stimmies do not stop on the show, yeet.com. Make sure that you sign up using the code FOMO Hour if you want to have a chance to win every single day. Yesterday was a nice hit again on the show. Then our show partners at Eigenlayer and Cap are coming on the show later also to chat about all things that they're up to with floor traders, etc. They're up to a lot. You guys all know Eigenlayer is one of the most common, known brands in crypto at this stage. And then last but not least, the show is powered by EigenCloud. EigenCloud, built on Eigenlayer security, extends crypto-grade verifiability to any application, from AI agents to prediction markets to on-chain games. Build anything, verify everything, but also Wallet Connect. Wallet Connect powers billions in monthly volumes across wallets, apps, users, and institutions. That blue logo, it's everywhere. An icon of trust in crypto is recognizable as Visa at checkout. Want to learn more? Follow Wallet Connect on X and Telegram to stay ahead of what's next. Mando, let's go.
Who is the man, macro daddy of the land? Can you dig it?
GM, everyone. So the market is looking, I was just a bit depressed when I got this morning again. I was like, oh, maybe we'll V-shape or reclaim 91. And the really interesting thing is Bitcoin is actually really weak. I don't really know what the narrative is right now, but seemingly there's just a lot of uncertainty around, I think, Bitcoin. As much as there is around altcoins, I think people are questioning Bitcoin, which is the first time since I've been in crypto. Maybe in 2021, briefly, like first half of 2021, people were like, this is going to be it for Bitcoin, ETH dominance up only. Now I'm just seeing this kind of like, it's too institutional. It's not really money. It's underperforming gold. It's underperforming stocks. It's like this strange vibe about it right now, where like it's almost
tagged by quantum computing.
Yeah, like there's FUD around that. There's a FUD around Chinese selling. There's just a lot of Bitcoin FUD, like, which I've just been kind of surprised about. I really felt like that would be the thing to own over this period, and actually, Bitcoin dominance looks like it's breaking down again now, which I don't think is good for the market in general, but it has really surprised me during this, like a move from 124K to 86K. You would assume Bitcoin dominance goes up a lot, and it's basically flat and now looking like it's about to head lower. So I think there's just a little bit of uncertainty with like Bitcoin OGs almost a bit around what's going on here. I don't think that's a Zcash trade. I think it's maybe a bit more than that. I don't think it's just like privacy. I think people are coming at it from a few different angles. So, and that really scares me around Bitcoin right now, which is why I still think it's not a market to like, you can wait to see a little bit here. I don't think you need to rush in for each FOMO bounce. Let's see if it forms a bottom around 80K. Maybe I'll share my screen so we can just look through how the market's structure has changed slightly.
Are you saying alt season here? Is that I'm reading?
I mean, we have an alt season before, but like this is what the Bitcoin chart looks like on a 1 hour basis. It did break back up yesterday, but now it looks like it's heading back lower. If I put it on a 4 hour, this is the Zoku candles I use. Like, it broke down 117 and then just has failed to bounce. Basically, it's been, like you said, very oversold, so it did bounce, and that maybe makes sense. But I'm not seeing much that shows a really confident reversal signal to me. Interestingly as well, tech stocks, QQQ, broke down for the first time in a long time, in fact, since February, which is maybe not a good sign. Google is the thing holding this all up right now. If you're paying attention at the moment, Google stock is just up, mainly because people are seeing this as a hardware play again, because they make their own chips. But tech stocks as a whole, like if you go down to the other ones, everything's kind of breaking down. So like Nvidia just broke down in a similar sort of trend following. Meta did a while ago. Apple's actually been looking okay. Amazon broke down. Microsoft broke down. So like it's a mixed bag at the moment. Like this could be a bit of a turning point for tech stocks, basically, and maybe that makes sense why crypto has been so weak. But yeah, it's definitely not a. I don't know why I bear a chain in my longs. Definitely not a long.
Like I was looking at that, I was gonna ask, wait, what?
Yeah, no, but this is the case for literally everything. So,
whoa.
But Bitcoin dominance also breaking down, right?
Yeah, we haven't seen that. It's like almost
and
all
looking like it could head lower here. So, really surprising to me that you've had stronger bounces in most of the L1s actually than you did in Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance looks like it could be heading lower. So, and I don't think that's a good thing for the market. I really don't. So there isn't a coin here which has broken back up. Zcash did very briefly. It went up to
it didn't. 650 for a day because it got listed on OKX. It was Sunday.
Yeah, but I mean Zcash still is in a bull trend at the moment, right? Like it would have to break down below like 420 for this to really be a breakdown. But the World Liberty Financial, well, if you're still in that trade, is interestingly one of the few things also still in a long-term bull trend.
That one's so funny. I mean, I tag Bernie every time.
Like that is actually been the best performing alt of the last 2 weeks.
But it's funny because it performs really well when the market's going shit. Like we were dumping the other day, it went up 10%, then we pumped, it went down. And this morning we were dumping, it was up. Like it's such a funny one.
Well, Liberty's up only, it feels like. Somebody, do you not see somebody bought like a ton a couple days ago?
No, I didn't see that.
Or yesterday, someone bought a ton. But every other coin, REKT actually looks like it's breaking back above. Is not looking good on these sort of longer term trend metrics. So definitely feels like we're in a bear, or it's not one where I would look to get involved yet. I think it is likely that we retest the lows on Bitcoin here. I do think Bitcoin dominance could go down in that period, interestingly. And I didn't think that.
So you would say like alts flat-ish or not too low and then Bitcoin lower. Because that's what happened in the last
Bitcoin could underperform weirdly, like overall. Like I'm not saying, oh yeah, buy alt season. It just feels like a weird sell-off to me. There isn't a lot right now that makes me want to get back into the market. And whenever I've looked to, one thing I would say here, if you're looking to trade this market, bring down your position sizing. Like there's a time for higher positions, there's a time for bigger ones. You don't need to be all in at all here. Be a tenth of your position value put into anything like max. See how it goes, and I kind of wait for the narrative. I don't think this is a market that's going to be shaped. So you're not going to see like this. Basically, I think this is a market that could just go like that. Or just like hang out here for a little bit. It just seems Bitcoin's just too challenged at the moment. So yeah, kind of depressing if I'm honest. The only thing in global markets which looks like it's just going for it is Google. So, and I said that to Frog today, and then he just went.
Yeah.
But, yeah, tech stocks looks like they're breaking down, and mostly all of altcoins all look weak. Bitcoin weirdly Bitcoin dominance looks like it's really actually going lower too. So it's not like you can be in Bitcoin and not be in anything else. So really challenging market. I don't mean to depress everyone, but that's what I'm seeing right now.
Are there any levels? Are there any key numbers on Bitcoin that would, to you, A, would get you excited, B, would be like more confirmation of deeper bear?
deeper bear, it's very difficult to say because catching a falling knife in these sort of scenarios can be very difficult. People have pointed to the lows would be the 200-week moving average on Bitcoin, and that's sitting at 55. As in that would be like normally you touch the 200-week and then you kind of bounce from something like that. So that would be, oh my God, it's all over. Or the bottom of the bear, I think, would be around the 200-week moving average, if it was. So that's a tension you really pay attention to. Right now, the market looks oversold, but it doesn't look like it can't go lower. That's what I would say. And I'm still really cautious. Like yesterday, for example, I put on a trade which was just to buy when it broke above.
It was 88.
This level, I got a buy signal around 87.
Yeah.
I had been buying very small amounts, but I really bought a bit bigger amount around here, and I was like, right, this is the classic trade I would do. I'd be like, right, it's broken out after a deep sell-off. I will put this trade on, expecting that it could continue to go from 87 all the way up, and my stop loss is around 86.5, and it basically just went down straight away. So it's like it doesn't feel like the market's with it at the moment. It feels like we're bouncing from being oversold rather than a trend reversal. So that's why, again, I think be very cautious going all in, reduce your position size, and wait for spots. Zcash is one I'm definitely looking at. Like Zcash for me, I think you would ideally want it to hit a higher low from where it was. It hit recently, right?
It's 470. It's historic. That's been the spot. 470, 480. That's been the spot.
Well, this low was around, I guess you'd want to hit originally 470 and then 420. If it goes below 420, I think it would be a real worry. Like,
yeah, you cut it there. Right?
But I kind of told you when I got out of it. I guess that was in the group chat rather than the show. But when it broke, here, I think it was on. No, it wasn't there. Anyway, yeah, it was there. It was there. And then it looked like it was about to break back up, and then full send, and then just kind of rugged again. So this looks like a downward trend for me here. I would be cautious. Zcash is so volatile, so it's always good to like day trade it. But yeah, it does feel like the bull trend for it is become less strong. Yeah, sorry guys, I am not that constructive here.
I mean, there's not much going on, honestly. The market's kind of meh, unless you bought Farcoin at the bottom of the winter new candle, and you're up 60%. Or unless you bought,
should I bring up Farcoin? I wonder if Farcoin looks
unless you bought or REKT at the liquidation and like unless you bought shit like that, like some liquidation candle, like when we got rid of their Farcoin, it went down to 180, it went up to 310 this morning, and then REKT went all the way down to like 40, it went back up to 100 yesterday almost. So
yeah, look, Farcoin looks.
We don't have it. Wait, you stop sharing.
It looks very similar to REKT. It looks very similar to REKT in terms of that chart pattern. It's like it's broken out of like a longer deep sell-off there. So maybe winter meets out. Maybe it's time for Farcoin again. Now, I wouldn't say that like this is a bad period. Sometimes in bears, and I spoke about this with Spencer even on Friday, like you get really great opportunities, right? Like this, some of your best trades happen during bears. Absolute best trades.
Q1 2022 what was epic, right? Like that was the so Bitcoin and ETH had topped, but then that's when NFTs went on their 5-month blow off. Right? It's not going to be NFTs this cycle, but it could be something else, right? Is the part of
or you'll get into something early, and you have the chance to get into something early before it turns. You don't even have to be big in it.
I mean, you had a chance to buy those Pepe and Mogs, for example, for months.
Yeah.
In a time like that in 22, 23, for example, right? So
yeah, I hope something like that comes back, like a meme style thing, because I think that's where like crypto does best. But
yeah,
maybe that's Filecoin. Maybe that's sitting in front of our eyes. It's gonna be Filecoin.
but maybe so that's the what if I was saying this morning, which I find funny. Which, by the way, that's the indicator, and it's still going, right? Filecoin is not dead. Like they try to kill it a few times. It's not, still $300 million asset. But I mean, I'm sure we'll get there. But like MON is doing good. It's a good airdrop so far. It's at 40 cents. You have Mega ETH come in. You have a few pretty big TGs happening soon. Like maybe that'll spawn some stuff. Like there is some things to look forward to, right? It may not be Bitcoin bouncing to 125K overnight, but there are things, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, one thing I've always learned about this space is that, and Zcash is like a perfect example.
Yeah,
is that there's a lot of money in the space, and during times when it's not PVE, there's still huge runners where crypto gets behind one thing and just sends it. But being just invested in the market during those times can be very painful. Do you know what I mean? Because the market can just go down, all altcoins can just kind of come down, but then there's like that one runner or two runners, and those can be incredible trades. Because also like the mentality around that during a week period, like, oh my God, I missed out on this fucking thing. The FOMO after showing up here every fucking day, and then something starts running and you don't have it. Like there's no worse FOMO than that. So that's when you tend to have even bigger runners.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, everyone. I know Ovi is like pumping us up in the chat. He's like, let's go, Santa Rally. It's gonna happen. Believe. I'm starting to believe like in Christmas again here. Like I've been watching Christmas movies one a day. It's the season almost. I went to the Christmas market this weekend. There was some glue wine, hot wine, like the mulled wine. There was some hot chocolate, trees. It's happening. Dude, there is that 6-7 meme runner that went to 40 mil or something for the people that are following that. Punkster was up 100% off its lows. I mean, these are all relief bounces, but I'm trying to find things to grasp on, boys. that meme is still $25 million.
You don't need to, though. You don't need to. You know what I mean? Like it will happen. Like just wait. I think the worst thing about this is just like doing trades. Because
not trading.
Did you see that tweet from Jez? I think it was overnight, which was like he did like a tongue-in-cheek tweet, which is like the way to make it in this space.
This one?
You know how he does these like almost like research paper style tweets.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's that
he
one.
He did one yesterday, which was the proposal for can't lose trading strategy, which kind of went viral. And the end of it was, this strategy leverages the non-arbitrage condition that trading losses are eliminated when trading ceases. So he's basically saying, don't trade.
Yeah, I haven't been trading. It feels nice. I'm an equities trader now. So
you're an equities trader. You're a Google trader. I
mean,
the great thing about it as well is you could just short Nvidia, long Google, and then you're just like, fucking, where's the money?
Well, here's we haven't talked about this news, and maybe I'm overblowing it, but this White House Genesis mission, the Manhattan Project for AI, that got announced last night.
Wait, what?
Yeah, so the White House, I think Trump signed an executive order. The Department of Energy is going to build a national AI platform on top of U.S. supercomputers, federal science data, run AI agents, all these things, biotech, space, quantum, semiconductors. So basically, this is my interpretation of this is propping up the AI economy in the United States. And too big to fail. It's the main thing going for us. And like I think we also need to do all of these things as well. But I think I see this. It's hard for me to be bearish on the AI major players
This makes me bearish.
Hold on. Why?
Because of just the nature of it. Like, the stock market has dropped 10% and they're announcing fucking this. Like, this sounds...
Yeah.
Like, I only saw the David Sachs tweet, which was, if you go to David Sachs's page, he put out a tweet, which I also thought was kind of bearish, which was go up. Yeah, there we go. According to today's Wall Street Journal, AI-related investments account for half of GDP growth. Reversal of risk recession. We can't afford to go backwards.
Which I hate that framing, because
that framing to me sounds kind of desperate.
That's a desperate framing, but why not frame it like, for us to maintain superpower status, for us to reach.
We must remain at the top, like something like a different wording.
Yeah,
I see what you mean.
We want to go to Mars. We want to unlock nuclear fusion. Like, we want advances in biotech. So that's why we're going to do this, instead of, we can't afford stocks to go down for a quarter.
But that's what it sounds like to me. It sounds like, fuck, let's say 5 of the 7 Mag 7 are down 10 to 20%. Let's announce this. Also, one thing I've learned about the US economy and global economies is that fiscal policy does jack shit. You need the Fed to come in and print money. Too big to fail was saved by the Fed. It wasn't saved by fiscal, in my opinion.
I get it. Brooke, meanwhile, the reverse slam is happening.
Is it? Are we ripping, flying?
We're hobbling up.
Oh shit! Yeah, there you go. I refreshed. There you go.
Back to 7. So we'll see if it keeps going.
I would like to see a yearly open before what Mando is saying. Like, I agree, man. Like, we're in this weird spot. It's like we're either going back to like those low 80s or like, or like I'd love to see us retest that 90K mark. It'd be less depressing, honestly, if we could.
Let's see.
On less depressing news, how about that MON price action?
Dude, good job, dude. You nailed. You came on the show yesterday. Man on the mission. You made a call. You left and went up what? 2x?
Yeah, we're up like over 60% off the bottom here. So like during our show live is when it was in like 2.4 billion FDV. It was below ICO.
We were here at the show.
And like all the group chats, like everyone's, man, I can't wait to dump this and just move on with my life. I can't, like, how do I sell this? And no one ever learns the lesson. Like this happens, I swear, anecdotally, the big airdrops that everyone looks forward to, that everyone gets, this is the pattern that plays out like at least 70% of the time. Like everyone races to sell. And then once they're out, it starts pumping. And I laid out the case yesterday, like, who are the sellers beyond the early airdrop recipients? And it looks like sellers are out, or they're at least tired temporarily. And you could say, like, you take the free money and run, but you could have had 60% more free money. So, like, yeah, it's worth paying attention to these things. Now the ICO buyers are up nicely. Right, so the ICO was 2.5. So they're up 60% here. And what no one's talking about is this space just got $130 million airdrop at these prices.
Really?
There's like no excitement. Wow. Like 3.3%, $4 billion, it's $130 million. And it doesn't feel like a timeline just got $130 million injected into it.
Interesting.
But happy for Monad.
Very good launch.
I don't have a great read on what everyone's doing. Keon tweeted out like a dashboard where you can see kind of what's happening, market cap of some of the tokens. I had several friends playing the Bro.Fun beer pong game yesterday.
It was good, right?
So that one seems fun, but I don't think there's a bustling meme coin economy on Monad by any means. So I still think this is going to be a slower burn.
Not yet.
where you have pockets of time, go check it out. I don't think you need to be glued to your computer over Thanksgiving.
What do you think about the Polymarket tweet?
Oh shit! Oh, I love how Mando just went. I mean, let's go there. Polymarket. Let's just search Polymarket.
Loved it.
It was Polymarket Traders, right?
Yeah, it was
Polymarket Traders. Yeah.
I mean, still ran by the.
And did you read Razmir's article about Lux maxing?
I did not.
So did
Razmir? I read it this morning.
I saw Razmir say he'd suck dick for $10,000.
Okay.
This is the thing. I replied to it being like, I actually read this, thought it was interesting. I have no idea what you're talking about sucking a dick for $1 million.
So this is the tweet you're talking about. Okay, one thing at a time. Hold on. We'll talk about Lux maxing in a second. We have our guest Clavicular coming on the show. Okay. that was a crazy tweet, bro. They were mostly.
I guess it goes back to the original Polymarket days, right? Like,
yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, he was talking about the poly baddies that were bros, right?
Everyone's got to be more PC now, so. But yeah, I mean, it was a joke being made across the timeline. I made a similar joke, right? But
I guess it's because they like singled out like nationalities.
Yeah, you shouldn't sing out nationalities.
Maybe that was a thing.
Oh, and they used a slur. I mean, that is a slur.
But yeah. But you know what's funny about that? Well, not in the funny way, but like when Polymarket Traders uses JEETs, they lose their minds. But the same people are calling them out are the same people using those slurs every day. Like,
of course.
I just want to point that out. I'm not saying a good, like, you know, I'm just pointing that out. Like, a lot of the people that are pointing fingers are, you know, are not better. I can give you some more prediction markets news. Let me tell you that. We had $100 million yesterday so 100 million. We're on pace to we just crossed $50 million for the month as well. So 10x the growth in 3 months. And I have to tell you guys, we're cooking up. And I'm going to Dubai tomorrow night. We're cooking up for the Binance Blockchain Week. So it's gonna be a big week. So I'm excited for that.
Awesome.
So is that?
Yeah, I see OSF having to.
Oh yeah, OSF. Yeah, I see OSF in the timeline. But have you seen this? Like, dude, I checked out the board. Like, you know, Polymarket, Myriad, you know, right there, Kalshi. You know, we're looking good, boys. Top gainer.
Is good, man.
Also, like, look at this pre-TGE. That's all TGEs, by the way. That's like all of them. We're second right now. Like all TGs, like including like YEET, Base, MetaMask. I know it's 24 hours, but that's kind of cool. You know?
Wow.
Yeah. There's a little secret hack here on Kaido that when you remove when you go all languages, we're third, right? But you remove the other languages, because I think a few people are like gaming the system in like Korean, Chinese, other languages. Like, you know, you see a different story on the board. And then Razmir's article, right? Did you really want to talk about that? It seems.
Not. I mean, if you want to.
Articles. Do you Lux Max, Mando? I feel like you're kind of into that.
I do health max. That's for certain. Lux maxing, no. I don't even know what Lux maxing was until I read this article.
So the article starts with the question: would you suck dick for $1 million? Tyler's like, what am I doing? I mean, would you guys do it for $1 million?
He presents this, and then he presents what Lux maxing is. But then I always just come back to like, and he also ends it. Like, you can read the whole article, but he also ends it if you go down right the way down to the end with
where my screen?
Just scroll down.
These are just all role models, right? Like all these guys, just a bunch of role models in there. We're really deeply into a bear, guys. Like, this is like some bear.
Yeah, for sure. But people might enjoy it.
Yeah, people enjoy that for sure.
And then he just ends it with which.
Oh gosh.
But hold on, did you see the D's tweet?
At no point was that asked by anyone.
Hold on, did you guys see this though?
Okay. I think an actual takeaway from this is due to broader economic conditions, you will see the younger class do more extreme things.
Yeah. He's taking crystal meth. That's what I found out today. This guy, clavicular.
And
But
why?
I heard
He
Rasmus
takes
doing that too.
crystal meth. Like he says this on several podcasts.
Yeah,
so
he does.
Can get cheekbone definition.
All right.
So basically, they punched themselves in the face to build cheekbones. Anyways, in other news,
taking crystal meth to get hollow
know.
cheeks. He's 19 years old.
The next generation is cooked. I mean, you guys have kids. At some point, I'm gonna have kids. Like, this is some crazy. You guys think about that? Like, when you like, at least they're younger, your kids, so they're not like watching that content yet. But like,
it feels very LA. That's what it feels like to me.
LA is fucked, dude.
It feels very, last 15 years, last 20 years, LA, that's going to happen. Like, shock, extreme content, like Tyler says, is rewarded. And there's perhaps a lack of, I don't know, role models, good role models in various different forms. Like, it seems, I don't see a lot of that where I live. Let me put it that way.
Same.
The kids.
It could also be overblown a bit from those who are terminally online. Like there's a back from it.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's I don't know. What do we need to do to like go this viral? Like these guys, do we need to be doing something crazy on the show? Like, we went to like.
Do we look, Max? Should I take some meth in my study?
We be taking crystal meth to like lose cheekbone. Like, should I be punching myself in the face? So that's what they do, right? It's pretty crazy. In other news, that was a funny one. Well, not so funny, but it's kind of hilarious, actually. Tyler sent this over. Virtuals. This one was great, Tyler.
Yeah, I was actually searching through Monad takes last night, and Fubar had a nice Monad take, and then I was going through his page, and I saw this Virtuals tweet, and we had the Virtuals founders on, but this Basis protocol launched this like DeFi AI like agentic fund. The AI agents are in control, and it looks like a bad actor from the Basis team posing as an AI agent stole $500,000.
That's not true. Really?
Yeah, it looks like it's true.
The Virtual team is processing a refund.
Incredible.
Out of their own treasury.
Oh, it looks like they're. Yeah, it looks like Virtual is doing something about it.
Yeah, Ethermedge had a long post about it.
Yeah.
Can we read it, the post?
Yeah, I'm looking for it. Where is the post? Here.
Yeah.
If you had funds here, you will be made whole. Don't worry. Okay, that's good. You don't need to withdraw. Just leave your funds be. The virtual treasury will be. Wow, the virtual treasury will be covering this. That was a good reply.
Which is nice for them. I mean, that's slightly like that's $500,000 that could have been used elsewhere.
Yeah.
It's not great. Like when you want to believe in these protocols and then you have bad actors kind of ruin things.
This is great though. Like another agent. I'm not singling out Virtuals. Like this is like Virtuals is great. Like they're doing amazing things, but that an agent happens to be a human again. Like this.
Go all over again.
Like this is so good. Like we've seen that so many times. For me, like the winning, like the top of the, like the king of grifters of the AI cycle was like that GOAT guy. What's his name? The guy that looks like a derivative of Sam Spratt.
Andy Irie?
Yeah, Andy or Ray, that guy. To me, that guy's like the double belt champion of like grifting the AI agent narrative.
He's still going.
Is he still going?
Yeah, Terminal Truth is still going, my friend. Andy's
No
still
way.
Going. Yeah, dude. Just lives in a bigger house.
That's great. Just lives in he has more. He has a brand new NVIDIA GPUs. He's got the latest. He's got the latest NVIDIA products. Oh my god. Anyways, I see DeFi Dave in the stew. I think we're still waiting on one more. I'm Matt, if I'm not mistaken.
Reverse slam fully confirmed. I think we're up almost a K. I think we got to count that. So this is another data point. Reverse slam 2 days in a row. Look out tomorrow at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. A few other rapid fire announcements while we wait. Art blocks. We got the final 3 announcements for AB 500. It's going to be the same creators from the first 3 projects. So they're going to end it with Daniel Calderon, who did Genesis, Jeff Davis, who did Construction Token, and then Snowfro. And they're each doing new projects. If you registered on the Art Block site, there was a few things you had to do. You will be able to mint these projects, I think, for free. But you had to. Folks who had interacted with Art Blocks, held Art Blocks, minted early, were all eligible. So closing out that chapter, go take a look if you are interested. Mega ETH. So their Mega USD deposits are open today. I think the bridge opens 9 a.m. Eastern. $250 million cap. They're starting to seed their eco with USDM, which is the Mega ETH stablecoin. I think Mega ETH. Are we getting our hopes up here? Like Monad's at 4 billion. Mega ETH is like ETH and Monad are like neck and neck, right? So Mega's at 4 billion, right? Like I haven't actually checked the price, but in my head, that's where it's at. Okay, so it's yeah.
It's probably looking good, right? Actually, let me bring DeFi Dave on because he works at Cap Money and they were accelerated by Binga Mafia. Actually, let me. I know we're waiting for Matt, but let me bring Dave on. What up, Dave? Can you hear me? Hello? Check. Nope. No, right now we'll come back to them. But the project they're running, Cap Money is stablecoin protocol working with Eigen, and they were accelerated by Mega Mafia. So this whole Mega Mafia thing also seems to have a lot of projects. I feel like Mega ETH may open up with even more hype than Monad did, right? Because they had a lot of these like apps lined up, right?
I think for reason, I'm not saying this is good or bad. I feel like CT greatly prefers Mega ETH over Monad. And I don't know if it's because of like how they did fundraising, if it's because
it's always that.
But that is my read. So yes, I do think there will be a lot of hype for Mega ETH when it debuts. Their testnet Frontier goes live soon. I think maybe as soon as a week or within a couple weeks. So it's coming. Mega is coming. I think we like this.
Do we know when the ICO is for that? Like not the ICO, sorry, the TG.
We don't have a date yet. I was asking that yesterday.
Surely can't be too long. Like, do we think it's 2025?
No.
No? Interesting.
I think it's definitely Q1 though, and I would probably lean January. Let's see. Do we have a see what the market thinks? Mega ETH airdrop by 9%. Okay, but we've only got June 30th, 85%. So that's not telling us a whole lot.
Okay.
Maybe we'll try to look for some more granular markets there.
There you go. All right. Well, we'll just wait for. Let me try DeFi Dave one more time in the studio. DeFi Dave, do you hear me?
I hear you. Can you hear me?
Yo, there we go.
Can you hear me?
There we go. Yes, sir. We hear you. We don't see you. Maybe that's by design.
I have the worst service where I am, so I'm doing everything I can to make it like the stream easier. Hence why you can't see me. But I'm post F Connect. Yeah. How's it going, guys? It's great to be here.
We're good. It's good to see you. Hold on. I'll share your page on the screen so people can at least kind of see your page here. You're good. At least you come up pretty clear, Dave. It's good to have you here. Obviously, on the Cap Money side, we got someone coming up from the Eigen side. Shout out to our beloved EigenLayer partners here on that front. But Dave, you come on the from the Cap Money side. Maybe give yourself a little introduction. What you're doing. If I read this right, it looks like Cap Money was accelerated by the mega mafia. So maybe your thoughts on like what we're just saying.
Yeah. So, hey, everybody. My name's DeFi Dave. I'm the head of growth of Cap. We're a new stablecoin. And I view us really as the bridge bringing TradFi and DeFi together. And it's not going to be DeFi in the future. It's not going to be TradFi. It's just going to be finance. And what we're basically doing is using EigenLayer restaking as a primitive as in a completely new.
Oh no.
Thank you for understanding.
Thank you for understanding. We use EigenLayer for new. He went into the EigenLayer, boys. The EigenLayer just sucked him in right now.
Am I back? Am I back?
You're back now.
Man, this service, man. I apologize.
You're good. Don't worry about it.
What
So
was
you
the
say
last thing you guys heard?
EigenLayer, actually. This is the last thing we heard. No.
Oh,
Can you hear me?
yes. Yes, we use EigenLayer restaking as a primitive. Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. We use EigenLayer as a primitive to allocate capital and protect users from downside risk. And this is the first time EigenLayer is used in this manner. I like to say that the PMF for restaking is yield in the manner that Cap is using it. And so how it works is you have a system of three different parties. Oh, we have Matt on.
Hell yeah. No, but tell us more, Dave, and then we'll go to Matt.
Yeah. So we have a system of three different parties where you have users, they mint our stablecoin CUSD with USDC, Wisdom Tree, Benji, all that. You have operators who are borrowers and they access the capital underlying the Cap protocol. And then you have the Eigen restakers, whether it's like, Yield Nest, whether it's EtherFi, they're the ones that underwrite and secure the entire system. And so how it works is the restakers and operators will team up. The operator will be like, hey, this is who we are. This is our strategy. So these are, market makers. They could be, IMC trading or Wintermute, just for example purposes. The restaker, they'll go and do their due diligence. They'll be like, great. Then they'll go ahead. They'll delegate their restake capital, so restake ETH or BTC or whatnot, to them, and then then the operator will be able to access the Cap protocol there. So then the operator will go. They'll do their strategy. They'll pay back the protocol. They'll pay premium fees to the restaker. And the kicker here is all the money they make, they just made at no cost of capital. And so what's interesting about this model is it's really the first instance of reputation-based lending on Ethereum. So basically the operator is getting an collateralized loan. So in the eyes of the operator, they're borrowing at no cost. But in the eyes of the protocol, it's fully collateralized by EigenLayer restakers. And this is a really unique way of using EigenLayer. It hasn't been done before. And it's, we've launched 3 months ago, had 300 million TVL. And it's really something special.
Wow. Yeah, you guys are absolutely cooking. So the announcement was big yesterday. Yeah. You guys were meant to go on yesterday, but obviously wanted to have you on post announcement. And with flow traders, I mean, it's pretty massive. One of the biggest, regulated market makers getting involved with you guys.
Yeah.
So that's massive. I'll just go to Matt real quick.
Yeah,
Matt, what's up?
No, it's huge.
Oh shit! I think we have a delay. We have a delay with Dave for sure. We'll get through it. We'll get through it. Matt, how you doing?
I'm doing great, folks. Happy to be here.
Where are you calling from?
Glad I could finally. I'm calling in from the airport. I'm going to see my lovely family, and I'm really excited that even though I was late, I could still get a chance to talk about this new project. We're super excited about Cap going live. We're very excited about some new use cases also going live. As Dave mentioned, this is kind of the first that we're seeing, and I think that it's going to be the first of many, hopefully, protocols that kind of leverage some of these new guarantees we provide. And we're really excited to have some nice things on board, and we're going to see how everything goes. And I'm super bullish on this.
So before I go back to Dave, and because I have a question obviously on the Flow Traders product and like the partnership here, do you want to talk maybe to the importance of this partnership and also like how Eigenlayer ties in here?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, like I mentioned, this is we think this is a really important use case to kind of show that there is kind of a market for restaking and commitments that Eigenlayer provides when it comes to things like DeFi use cases or even kind of TradFi to DeFi use cases. I think that we're seeing on this side that there's kind of an appetite to add a little bit of additional kind of risk management, additional commitments that kind of bridge this on to off-chain capital space that kind of Eigenlayer is really uniquely poised to help out with. And that's why we're really excited to work with Cap. It's kind of all about, like Dave was probably mentioning, really enabling those types of commitments to be enforced on chain with using this restaked capital to provide additional guarantees and commitments for borrowers and for the folks that are providing the collateral and the kind of principal there to have an opportunity for additional yield in this reputation space where there's kind of some, you know, underpinning of, you know, you're not necessarily held to, you know, what can only be enforced on chain. We're really excited that they're able to provide additional commitments that come from like reputation, from legal commitments, from TradFi commitments. All these things can kind of be brought into the on-chain space, and we're using restaked capital to secure all these commitments. So it's really exciting, and we're curious to see how this kind of plays out, what kind of you know, new opportunities this creates, what kind of capital flows in, what kind of yield flows back out, and I'm just really pumped to see some kind of DeFi use cases that take advantage of, you know, kind of more of these commitments that we've brought with Eigenlayer. It can't just be done kind of in the EVM as it stands, or supplement things like the EVM in the chain environment with more kind of commitments built on top of our capital. So it's very exciting that all these kind of parts have come together for this use case.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so back to you, Dave. Obviously, you guys have been doing this for a minute now. You guys are crushing it to get a publicly traded company like Flow Traders borrowing on chain through Cap and Eigenlayers. That's actually pretty crazy. So what changed in the infrastructure that finally makes this accessible, right? Because earlier on the show we were talking about like buying equities, perps, and stuff on Hyperliquid. So it's kind of like this all kind of ties in. It's again more TradFi and institutional cash getting into this space. So like, what made this possible? Dave may be on a delay. 1 second, y'all.
The relationships we have with all our parties, whether they're
Do we have? Nope. Nope, it's gone. Maybe
It's
Matt, you can help.
for everyone.
Maybe you can fill in the blanks. I feel like everyone's traveling between DEF CON, Thanksgiving, everything. Everyone's
Let me try to fill this in as best I can from what because we've been kind of working hand in hand with Cap from the beginning to try to make sure that they can approach these folks that they're working with the right level of guarantees. So, you know, from my understanding of what's happening, it's really, like I mentioned, that kind of nice blend between on-chain commitments, off-chain commitments, and restaked capital that's pretty uniquely enabled by platforms like Eigenlayer here, where we have, you know, the ability to kind of codify some of these commitments that are, you know, for example, you know, make sure that folks are paying their interest payments, right? Make sure that we have the capital deployed in the manner that's consistent with the legal agreements. You know, all of these things are observable off chain, but it's, you know, normally we have this kind of Oracle problem, but now we're talking about an Oracle problem with like kind of, you know, financial and legal ramifications here. And obviously there are those for like asset prices, for example, but this, you know, the mix of restaking here with the customer agreements and the work that Cap has done with their partners is really kind of where the magic happens to allow them to enforce these commitments on chain, ensure that all the parties are kind of playing fair and participating honestly, and to make sure that the principal is like not exposed to additional risk beyond, you know, some of these kind of liquidation conditions, some of these market conditions. So I think it's really that nice blend of the ability to use Eigenlayer and these platforms to write these types of slashing conditions that can be more expressive than just, hey, you know, I did something in the EVM that looks like this or looks like this. And it's really, hey, you know, we've provided you these conditions under which capital can be, you know, penalized, and then they can ensure that they have the agreements in place with all these parties and the enforcement mechanisms to do these types of things, right? So that's why we're really excited about it, and that's also the pitch that they've been making to their partners. It's like, hey, you know, yes, this is under collateralized lending, but there's not uncollateralized lending, but there's not zero control. Like, we are able to provide this risk management framework between the protocol that CAP has written and the primitives that EigenLayer provides. And that's kind of where the rubber hit the road on meeting with some of these partners and allowing them to get bought in and say, look at the risk reward profile and make a concerted choice that, sure, there's always going to be risk in this type of environment, but we have controls, we have assurances in place, and we have commitments between these parties that we're enforcing, on the restaking platform that really lets this kind of all sing together and avoids some of the traditional headaches of like, take my money and let's hope. It's more of like, we have these frameworks in place that we can ensure that there's enforcement to these commitments to keep the parties honest, to keep everyone moving in the right direction, and to make sure that these things are rewarded and compensated for the risk that they're being taken.
Okay, wow, that's a lot. That's super good. And so, what's in for the trader in the restaker watching, right? Like, there's people listening, maybe like, aside from being involved in the Eigen ecosystem, which a lot of people have been familiar because you guys are huge. I mean, it's so big, but like, what's in it for like the people listening, for example?
Yeah, I mean, I think that what we're going to show is that there is more space for new primitives. Right now we're kind of looking at the world and we're saying, kind of vaults are eating DeFi right now. Like, you deposit, you have some guarantees, people deploy your capital, and then you receive some kind of yield. This is a little bit of a different opportunity where it's like, we can, again, provide additional guarantees. We can potentially take different types of risks, and we can potentially provide new rewards. So I think it's kind of a new paradigm that's less of a just like, I kind of am putting something into a DeFi contract or into a vault where I'm trusting either a curator or I'm trusting the developer of that smart contract. This adds an additional layer of kind of guarantees of commitments where, there's new slashing conditions, there's these new slashing contracts, or there's potentially like some kind of off-chain process that we can codify on-chain. And like, we can ensure that for the people that are as restakers, you have pretty transparent view of what you're depositing into. You can, even if you have the wherewithal, you could read those slashing contracts yourself to really understand the conditions under which your capital can be accessed at all, right? So in the kind of traditional DeFi, you kind of deposit and maybe you know how to read these things, or maybe you understand the transparency, but we're really excited to provide these new types of opportunities where, like, you have a deposit opportunity, you know exactly what the slashing conditions are on that, and you know the yields. So you can make a good understanding of risk, you can make a good understanding of reward, and it's kind of a new, opportunity for these types of things versus the traditional kind of just smart contract lockup TVL based thing that I'm excited to see what new use cases come up. Okay, dope. I mean, that's awesome. I mean, look, I know you're in an airport, I know you're flying and stuff. So we'll probably have you guys on again. I mean, that way we can probably, talk to Cap, but make sure you guys check him out. Cap, EigenLayer, EigenCloud. I mean, we love our partners over here. Quickly for you, Matt, maybe personally, what's one thing you're excited about? I mean, what's something that really excites you in this market? I mean, I know the market may be down, but I think it's good to see like what excites certain people. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, personally, we have a ton cooking on the EigenLayer, EigenCloud side. I'm really excited to see how we can start connecting some of the restaking opportunities to things like EigenAI, where we have a lot more of a degree of kind of verifiability and trust in agents, but also exposing some of that to the liquidity of restaking, the liquidity of DeFi. That's kind of where I'm excited to see the next steps between all the projects that we're working on. And the reason it's exciting me too is because it's kind of a culmination of tons of work that we're doing across Eigen Labs for all of our work on the cloud, all these different kind of cloud primitives that we're building, and really excited to see how users and stakers react to having even more kind of deposit opportunities to them with things, again, like, now I can put my money into these AI applications, I can put my money into these compute-based applications, and really curious to see. That's kind of getting me going right now, because it's kind of this next stage of DeFi beyond just kind of the deposit and hope type. Yeah, I like. Yeah, that would be nice to go beyond the whole deposit and then see what's happening in that sense. So I mean, I love everything you guys are doing with the restaking, etc. And you guys are very involved with prediction market, so it's a lot of good stuff. Very excited there too. All right, Matt. Well, thank you very much. I'll let you get your flight, and happy Thanksgiving. My pleasure. Thank you, you folks too. Bye bye. Peace out, brother. All right. Well, thank you everybody for hanging through that. I know it was tough with the connection right there. Was he calling from DEF CON? Is that what he was saying or something? Anyways, I don't know. But sounds like he was calling out of Argentina or something. Tyler, looks like Polymarket is going to be able to operate in the USA. Wow.
Yeah, I haven't had a chance to dig into the specifics, but I think that's...
What does that mean for the odds of the Polymarket app this year?
I don't know if it changes
I think it's this year, honestly. I think they're gonna rip it Thanksgiving. Remember I said that? Oh, that's gonna be a good clip.
If it doesn't, it's down to 67%. Okay, it's up. It's shooting up right now live as we speak. I have to back up.
It's shooting up. It was down to
67, now 75. You could be right. I have zero insight into this. I hope it goes live.
That would be crazy. Yeah.
I think it doesn't go live like the next week or 2 weeks. I think you're sweating this from a bet standpoint. But we'll see. It looks like the coast is clear pretty much.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I mean, I love it. It's really cool. I think this is getting exciting. Oh wait, I should just share my screen. Charlie, you go. Let's pick a winner. I'm still gonna give you guys some money. Let me stop sharing my screen. So how we picking? How we picking the winner? Is it the bronze thing still today? Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. All right. Holy bean! Hey, I seen that person on the show. I know they're here. I saw Holy Bean on the show. Like, that was one of the first people to comment. There you go. I saw you earlier. I was like, wait, who's Holy Bean? Hell yeah. Love that. Love that. Love that. Love that. Look at that. All right. Well, in that case, what do you want to do, Tyler? I know we're short on time now because we've gone quite over. You got another show, right?
Meeting and a show. Something. Let's do something quick.
Let's Plinko it, dude. Oh, and then we got an all hands team. Yeah, fuck. Yeah, sorry, Holy Bean. We're gonna have to make it quick. I mean, it's Plinko or coin race, right? Do you want to pick two? It doesn't have to be Farcoin. Do you want to pick two different coins? Let's do that. 2 coins. They pick, and we coin race it.
Come on, Holy Bean. Give us your coins here.
Give us your coins. Where's Holy Bean? Bitcoin, ETH, Solana.
Farcoin, ETH. All right, we got it.
Let's go. I like this choice. Oh, no. We just used this race. Okay, hold on.
Are you
ready? You can quickly change, but you're going to have to be mega quick or else.
ETH was crazy.
Ooh, Farcoin stuck. Cool. But he always gets cooked, kind of. All right. Oh, he's looking good for ETH.
Okay.
He's looking good for ETH. All right, Farcoin ETH, right? This is Farcoin ETH?
Good outcome.
Good outcome. All right, Farcoin. Ooh, 3x on ETH.
On ETH, 56.
Roll the dice. Let's go.
Good about this. I'm feeling real good.
Let's go.
Run it.
Run it. You already made $500, so. Okay, this is good. Solana got cooked. Solana got cooked. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
Oh, looking good here.
Looking good. I like the Ethereum call. I like the.
Come on.
Go. Wait, nice.
Yeah.
Wow, let's go.
760 plus 500, 1260.
Dude, that was crazy. You notice Farcoin came second?
Yeah, we never see that.
We've never come so close. So anyways, Tyler, see you tomorrow, 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Peace out, y'all.